Hello friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Jess and I'm so glad that you guys are joining me. Today I am going to use some new product from Spring Release to update my current classic planner. So for my new viewers, welcome. My returning viewers, welcome back. Glad that you guys are joining me. If you're curious for how I'm going to use a new cover and a new layout, then let's go ahead and get started in updating this. So first of all, this product was sent to me from the Happy Planner. We have a premium cover vertical layout. This is a vegan leather cover. It's a coffee themed, obviously, and it has pockets on the front, and I really want to use it. The actual layout of the planner is vertical. I'm not necessarily going to be using the layout, but I will definitely be using the cover. And then we also have a new layout. So this is the classic parenting layout. I'm really excited about this one. So this is what the inside looks like. It's similar to the dashboard in that you have your weekly on one side, functional on the other, but it's set up very different from the dashboard. So we have the 7 days in more of a vertical layout. We have a to-do, a favorite moment, top 5 home chores, to buy, due dates, notes, meal plans. So it's like a really good parenting, family, home planner. And I intend to start redating from April so I can be able to use it for April, May, and June. So I think what we're gonna do first is basically take out my planner here. And I think that also means that I'm gonna be completely redoing like the whole Franken planner setup. So I do have like just a bunch of additional stickers that I will use with my layouts in there. And we're gonna take this out of the vegan leather cover that I use. I mean, I really like this cover. I keep a lot of stuff in the pockets. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to use this with the other cover. So I'll have to figure that out. Right now, I have just a frosted cover. I think we're gonna be changing out the discs too. Okay, so I had an epiphany that if I was going to change out the cover and I can't use my vegan leather cover anymore, I think I need to plan on changing out the discs as well. Plastic discs they can be prone to breaking. So I have the metal black with like the glitter in it. So that way I can have metal discs and I don't have to worry about the disc breaking. So we're basically gonna move all of this into here. And I think I may kind of build like a notebook to use in this cover, only because I really like this, but it may stay at home. So I'll have to kind of figure out how that will work, but I have an idea. So anyways, let's first start by taking this off of the discs. I am so excited for this cover, especially because of the fact that it has pockets on the front. Will I use the pockets? Who knows, but I'm glad that they're there. It does have plastic on the spine piece, so we are going to take that off too. I don't know, I may have to take that off camera because I got to figure out like the best way to take it off, because it doesn't, like I may have to like almost take like a knife to it and kind of trim it off, but I don't know, we'll see. I will do that later. I'm a mess, whatever. Okay, so we'll take the front cover off and we're going to take the back cover off. Back cover, I'll have to do the plastic as well. That's very noisy. And these, let's go ahead and figure out how I can trim that off. And since I do have some frosted dividers, they're not happy planner, but we're going to go ahead and use them as well. So I have a frosted divider to separate that out. And then we have this divider to kind of separate out this little section here. And then since the chores is separate from the vacation, I'm going to use another frosted divider right here. This is much better. Okay, so now let's kind of go through it, and I want to make sure that I'm not going to be missing anything. So it starts out with budget, and then it goes into what I'm going to create as a chore schedule. And this is going to be most likely for me and my son, but I am going to be changing the headers. And then a summer vacation planner, so I can be able to kind of update that, make notes, create packing lists, that sort of thing. And then we come to just a general note section. And then we come to my actual planner where we have the new layout. So for this new layout, I am going to be redating this right here. And what we are going to do, because I'm actually going to be backdating to be used for this previous week. So we're going to go ahead and glue these two together because we don't need these pages. This would have been used for like the very first week of April. I mean, technically, oh, wait a minute. Why did I do that? Yes, I'm not going to be backdating. I apologize. I'm going to be setting up the planner to be used for next week. For whatever reason, I got like the dates wrong in my head. I think I had intended on originally backdating, and then I was kind of like, oh, I don't know if I really have the brain power to do that. So April is just basically going to start the week of the 7th. We are completely bypassing it for the very first week. Do I have time to backdate? Probably not. So then this way, when you are looking at the planner, it will start the April calendar. It will go to the last month's highlights and memories, family focus and goals, and then it will go directly into this upcoming week, starting with the 7th, and this will have to be redated. So that will be something that I will do, and then I will redate moving forward as well. And then we go into social media. And then I have note paper. Probably the only other thing that I'm kind of thinking that I want to add is going to be the grocery list paper, because I've been using other grocery list paper, but I would like to go back to using this. I really, really like this one because of how it is all separated. And then on the back, I have meal prep and ideas. This, I really have used it primarily in the past more for actual notes before I kind of confirm my meal plan. But it's really the grocery list part that I like the best. And so I'm just going to put a few in there, and then when I need more, I will grab more. So let's go ahead and also, for now, the bookmark will go in the front. And then I'm also going to be using this bookmark for social media. And I think that puts me in a good position for everything else. Okay, so now all that I need to do is really just redate it. But now I have this notebook that will go into the vegan leather cover, and this is just going to be like when I take it with me, this is how I will take it, because this is going to keep it nice and sturdy. So, redating April. What I decided to do is basically the same thing that I did for redating my mini. So I'm using the essential dates and numbers. Now, because of how I've used this, I have basically used through June. So I'm going to find a month that just has 30 days. And hopefully I will not have to use, this for anything else. But I'm going to go ahead and just basically redate this, and then we will move on to the weekly, and I will show you how I will redate that. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up, and then we will talk back when I am done. Okay, so basically I just redated the dates, and I whited out the 31st. I'm going to just white out the 2026. I'm not going to be, I don't know if I have 2025 stickers. And honestly, I don't really need it. So we're just going to leave it like that. And then we're going to go to the first week that I'm going to be doing. And I am just going to white out the date. Now this is kind of one spot where I got like a little stuck on. Also, I just realized that I whited something out in my mini planner for the monthly calendar that I probably didn't need to. So I don't know. We're not going to think about that. Okay. Yeah, I don't necessarily have like 2025 stickers. So I'm not going to put 2025 up there. I may cover it up with like a flower sticker. But when it comes to dating this up, I have two choices. So number one, we have these little small stickers right here. I have like basically 2 months, 3 months left, or 3 weeks left on this sheet. And then I have all of these. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these to date up this week, just because I don't want to take the whole month's worth. And the other option that I could do is I could write it in with a pen. But I like this option. And then if I have a date that is 2 numbers, then I will just go ahead and obviously use 2 digits. One thing that you can also do, there is a row of exclamation marks. You could totally use those as ones if you run out of ones up here. So don't be afraid to like make the stickers work for you. And when I've also been thinking about the parenting planner, just because of the fact that it is such a different layout, I'm trying to kind of decide like how do I want to use each row. I have not used a vertical layout in a while, but I've been wanting to go back to it. So being able to have this be a vertical is actually really exciting to me. Oops, that's actually the 13th. Okay, so this goes now from the 7th through the 13th. And for future weeks, I will just redate them when I come to it. So now it's kind of figuring out how do I want to use this. So one of my thoughts is I want to have one row be kind of like maybe things that I do specifically for Knit Plan Jess. A second row is going to be maybe like appointments or kind of timed things that I have to remember to do. And then the top row can just be for anything else. We have to-do chores, we have meal plan, we have notes, we have top 5 home chores to buy, and due dates. So due dates is going to be like, this is all going to be stuff that I can be able to write in before putting it on this page. So like, I know for a fact that the 10th is Happy Planner Spring Preview Day. So I can be able to put that down. The 14th, which is the following week. Okay, so then the 12th. The 12th is Record Store Day, which is something that I want to keep in mind. So I can be able to do that. And then I think that's all. I think that's like the only dates that kind of stick out to me this week. So chores, this is going to be like, I can use this as like a list of all of the chores that I want to get done. And then it's kind of figuring out what are the days that I'm going to do them. This may be like the recurring weekly chores, which is where this is going to come in from. Because in this planner, on this page, I can be able to do the daily routine chores, and then I can be able to fill them in here, so that way I can actually make sure to check them off and get them done. Top 5 is going to be like my 5 focus for the week. And then to buy, this isn't going to be grocery list, but this is going to be like if I need to pick something random up, like let's say I need to get like packing tape, or like last week I needed wood glue. It's going to be that sort of thing. So this will be used for this week. And by the time I post this video, it's probably going to be like Saturday the 12th. So I'm going to try to post something on Instagram where I'm kind of like showing you how I'm using it. But yeah, by the time you see this, it'll definitely be after the fact. Yeah, I'm excited to try this, and let me know if you have any questions about it. But yeah, so I think we have my notebook, my new planner, Franken planner is set up. My notebook is set up. I don't necessarily like keeping them separate, but I'm going to try it and see how it works. Yeah. So there we go. And plus, I'm so excited to use this cover. Let me know if you guys have any questions about my setup and how I'm using it, and let me know what you decided to pick up from the spring release, and are you getting this gorgeous cover? Thank you guys so much for joining me. Thumbs up, subscribe, click the notification bell, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and enjoy the next video.